Hi, today we relate to you the most accurate history. Full story of Prophet Yusuf in Islam. Yusuf, Joseph, was the beloved son of Prophet Jacob, who also had 11 other sons. Benjamin, who was youngest, was from the same mother as Yusuf, while the rest were older half-brothers. Yusuf, still a young boy, awoke one glorious morning delighted by a pleasant dream he just had. He ran to his father in excitement and said, "O my father, indeed I have seen 11 stars and the sun and the moon. I saw them prostrating to me." Jacob was overjoyed in realization that his dear son was indeed chosen by Allah to be bestowed with prophethood. However, Jacob was concerned about his older son's possible reaction to this narration, for even though he treated them the same, they harbored jealousy towards Yusuf. He therefore warned Yusuf against relating his dream to his brothers, lest they plot for his downfall. With the passage of time, the malice in the hearts of Yusuf's brothers kept growing. They envied Yusuf because they felt he was special and they were not. Unable to handle their emotions, they devised a plan to get rid of Yusuf by throwing him into a well. So, one day they approached their father and suggested that he send Yusuf to come with them on an outing. A very reluctant Jacob said, "Indeed, it saddens me that you should take him, and I fear that a wolf would eat him while you are unaware." But the brothers insisted that they would take extreme care of him and that Yusuf would enjoy himself. The next day, Yusuf set off with his brothers. They traveled far, in pursuit of a well deep enough to throw their brother in. When they finally reached the well, on the pretext of drinking water they led him to it, grabbed him, and removed his shirt. Yusuf began struggling and pleaded with them to let go. The brothers eventually outpowered Yusuf and threw him down the well and rushed back home. The brothers ran to their father carrying Yusuf's shirt that was smeared with sheep's blood. They cried, "O our father, indeed we went racing with each other and left Yusuf with our possessions, and a wolf ate him." Jacob was suspicious of their story. He in his heart believed his son was still alive and that the brothers were likely enticed by Shaitan to do evil. He remarked that the wolf was indeed merciful to have eaten his son up without tearing his shirt. He bore the bereavement with patience and prayed for his son's safe return. Meanwhile, Yusuf managed to cling onto a stone ledge. He prayed fervently to Allah to grant him salvation. Soon, a caravan bound for Egypt stopped at this well to fetch water. The water drawer hauled up his bucket and was shocked to see the handsome boy clinging onto the rope. The caravan people immediately shackled Yusuf and took him along to Egypt. Here, he was auctioned and sold as a slave to the highest bidder, who happened to be the treasurer, Al-Aziz. Yusuf's new master, who had no children, was completely taken with Yusuf. He told his wife to take good care of Yusuf and they could either use him as slave or take him for a son. Yusuf not only grew up to be a handsome young man but was also blessed with exceptional knowledge and wisdom by Allah. His honesty won the heart of Al-Aziz, who placed Yusuf in charge of his household. During this period, Yusuf was confronted with his second trial. Zuleika, Al-Aziz's wife, who watched Yusuf day after day, began to feel passionately about him. Her obsession heightened to a degree where she was desperate to fulfill her desire. One day, when her husband was away from home, she closed the doors and invited Yusuf to her. Yusuf, fearing Allah, replied, "I seek refuge in Allah. Indeed, He is my master, who has made good my residence. Indeed, wrongdoers will not succeed." He turned away and ran towards the closed door to escape. Zuleika chased after him in desperation and grabbed his shirt from the back, which caused his shirt to rip. The door opened and Al-Aziz entered. Ahmed, she ran to him and cried, "What is the recompense of the one who intended evil for your wife but that he be imprisoned or a painful punishment?" Yusuf was baffled. He continued to deny his mistress's claims, saying, "It was she who sought to seduce me."